Welcome, podcast fam, to Curiosity Unlocked. Today we're diving deep into the mind of a man who's redefined entertainment, philanthropy, and what it means to go viral. He's the undisputed king of YouTube, the architect of impossible challenges, and a walking, talking phenomenon. You know him, you love him, and today you're going to learn things about him that will absolutely blow your mind. We're talking about none other than Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast.
Hi there! I just gave away $1 million! Survive!
Now everyone knows about the grand gestures, the insane prize money, the Feastables, and the ridiculously ambitious videos. But behind the larger-than-life persona is a human being with a story far more complex and fascinating than most realize. Today we've got 10 facts about Mr. Beast that will not only surprise you, but give you a whole new appreciation for the grind, the genius, and the sheer audacity of this man. We're going to build up to our number one shocker, so stay tuned, because you won't want to miss how this YouTube empire might eventually be inherited. Welcome to Curiosity Unlocked. I'm joined today by the man who's currently outrunning the entire internet, and his most trusted and shortest advisor. Let's kick things off with something deeply personal, a hurdle Jimmy has faced for most of his life. Jimmy, you've talked openly about living with Crohn's disease since you were 15, describing it as life on hard mode. Many people see the endless energy in your videos, but might not grasp the physical toll this takes. How has dealing with Crohn shaped your approach to life and even your career?
Oh, man! Crohn's! Yeah, it's brutal. Like, when I was 15, I went from 190 pounds to 139, just gone, and I had to quit baseball, which was my whole life back then. It sucked, but honestly, it made me push harder. I realized life isn't guaranteed, right? So if I'm gonna do something, I gotta go all in. No holding back. It probably made me more obsessive about YouTube because it was something I could control. It's annoying, gets me sick all the time, but it also lights a fire under me. Gotta make every second count. You only get so much time.
From a medical challenge to an academic one, you famously dropped out of East Carolina University after just 2 weeks, choosing to edit videos in your car. Your mom even made you move out. Looking back, was that moment terrifying, exhilarating, or just a necessary step you knew you had to take?
Dude, terrifying! My mom was furious. She kicked me out. But at the same time, it felt right. I was in my car, parked somewhere random, just grinding on these videos. And I knew, deep down, college wasn't gonna get me where I wanted to go. YouTube was the path. It was scary. Living with Chris in that tiny house. No money, just a dream. But sometimes you gotta burn the boats to make sure you have no other option but to win. You know, it was sink or swim. And we swam.
Speaking of your mom, this next one is wild. For years, she had no idea you were secretly building a YouTube empire until she saw it in your high school yearbook. What was that conversation like when she finally found out? Were you busted or was she just confused?
Oh man, that was hilarious! She just saw it in the yearbook Jimmy Donaldson, future YouTuber. And she was like, what is this? She called me, totally confused. It wasn't even angry, just pure bewilderment. I had to explain everything, but once she saw I was actually making a living, and it wasn't just me messing around in my room, she came around. Now she's super proud, which is cool. But yeah, for a long time, it was my secret life. Wild, right?
This next fact reveals a fascinating insight into the operational genius behind Mr. Beast. You have a clone named Tyler, who you've mentored to think exactly like you. He rarely appears on camera, but you consider him vital to the brand's continuity. Can you elaborate on Tyler's role and why having a backup brain is so crucial for your future plans?
Tyler is literally my right-hand man. He's probably the most important person on the team that most people don't even know exists. He knows how I think about content, business, everything. If anything ever happened to me, God forbid, Tyler could step in and keep the ship sailing. It's about building something that outlives me, you know? A legacy. And Tyler is key to that. He understands the vision, the drive, the obsession with quality and impact. He's literally like a clone of my brain. Insane but necessary. By the way, guys, let's show some love to those guys. Like and subscribe to them. They deserve our support.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
This next fact is quite profound. You've stated you have almost no clear memories of your childhood, attributing it to an obsessive personality and a futuristic mindset. It's like you're always living in the next moment. Do you ever feel like you've missed out on truly experiencing the past? Or is this single-minded focus simply the cost of your extraordinary success?
Yeah, it's weird. People ask me about my childhood, and it's just blurry. Like, I'm always thinking 5-10 steps ahead. What's the next video? How do we make this better? It's an insane focus. Sometimes I wonder, like, did I miss out on normal kid stuff? Probably, but I don't really have time to dwell on it. This obsession is what got us here. It's what drives me. It's the cost of doing business, I guess. You sacrifice a lot for this kind of scale. And for me, that's just how my brain works. Always forward.
This is a pivotal moment in the Mr. Beast origin story. When you got your first major brand deal for $5,000, you asked them to double it to $10,000. And then, instead of keeping it, you immediately gave the entire sum to a homeless person on camera. That single act launched your philanthropic stunt genre. Was that a calculated move or a spontaneous gut feeling that this was the path you needed to take?
Nah, man, it was a gut feeling. I was broke, like really broke. That $10,000 could have paid so many bills, but I remember thinking, what if I just give it all away? The idea just hit me, and it felt right. And when I saw that guy's reaction, it was like, boom! This is it! This is the content! It wasn't about the money, it was about the impact, the surprise, the genuine reaction. That video just exploded, and I realized, holy crap, this is what people want to see. This is how we grow. So yeah, total gut feeling. Best decision ever.
Okay, before we get to our absolute number one most surprising fact, here's a lighter one that most people probably never notice. Statistically, you're part of the roughly 2% of the world population with green eyes. It's a small detail, but it's often these little unique characteristics that make people who they are. Do you ever think about the small details that make you, well, you?
Ha! My eyes! Dude, I never even think about my eye color. I'm too busy thinking about, like, how to make a submarine out of cardboard or something. But yeah, it's cool, I guess. I mean, it's funny how people pick up on random things. I guess it just shows everyone's looking for something unique, right? Just like every video has to have that unique hook. Maybe my green eyes are just one of those weird, random, unique things.
All right, buckle up, podcast listeners. We've saved the most unbelievable, most Mr. Beast-esque fact for last. Jimmy, you have a specific, incredibly dramatic plan for your YouTube channel after you pass away. You want your 3 closest friends to participate in a final challenge. They must place their hands on your tombstone, and the last person to take their hand off wins the entire Mr. Beast YouTube channel. This is beyond a will. It's the ultimate challenge. Can you explain the thought process behind such an epic, almost mythic transfer of your legacy?
This is beyond a will. It's the ultimate challenge. Can you explain the thought process behind such an epic, almost mythic transfer of your legacy?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Beast. From battling Crohn's to planning his post-mortem YouTube challenge, Jimmy Donaldson is truly one of a kind.
Subscribe or I'll delete your Minecraft account. Take care and peace out.
His dedication, his ambition, and his relentless pursuit of making the next video bigger and better are unparalleled. Whether you love him or just can't look away, you can't deny the sheer force of nature that is Mr. Beast. Pudge, you were silent throughout the podcast. Are you okay?
I I was shivering the whole time. It was Jimmy!
Thank you for joining us on Curiosity Unlocked. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and tell us what you think of Mr. Beast's Ultimate Challenge. We'll catch you next time.